I can't put any of these in the episode. This is awful.
Okay, so
Are you sure you still don't want him to sit on
I
you?
very much don't. Have you seen that thing?
Wait.
I don't think
That's not what happened, though.
But
That's not what we're
not-
talking about. We're
but-
talking about a man
but-
cutting
no,
a man's
you're-
face
you're
off and
adding
cutting
things-
face.
no.
We're talking about a
once it's
specific
removed-
situation.
No. So how's the new Mountain Wolf?
What?
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 Holy shit.
Wait.
Goat.
what
Mountain
is-
goat.
Boom. Nailed it.
Nice.
More like boom. More like boo.
Oh,
Welcome back to Pierre.
fuck. You know what?
Because
Yeah, I know. You don't have to praise me. I
it's
understand. how
Halloween
great I am.
again. It's Halloween, the third one.
All Hallows Three.
Oh no!
Actually,
wait, hold on.
All
This is
Hallows
Halloween
3.
3. This is gonna
Yes.
suck.
Yes, no,
Edge,
that's what I
Halloween
I like
3 is
Halloween
good.
3.
Can't relate. I'm there to smooch Michael Myers.
I don't like Michael Myers as much as I like that Irish guy.
That Irish
That's
guy,
right.
he is Irish.
Yeah, I know. I've seen Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna sing the song." I don't remember how the song goes. I just remember it being like in the movie a lot.
The 3 more days till Halloween.
That's
that
the
one?
one.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah,
that
it's
one-
London Bridges. That's what it is, but with Halloween instead.
it's a pretty awful song, but you know, we're here for
Agree to
it.
disagree.
Are we?
I am. I'm glad Noah and I can bond on our horror movie taste, especially as the one who has no horror movie taste.
Yeah.
I don't know if that says something about me or Noah, but I think it's probably about.
I think it's a mix of both, if we're being
Definitely
honest.
more about Noah.
It's a mix.
Why is it
Speaking of
more
mix,
about
you
me?
guys check out my new album? Because everything's already about me, so sometimes
Yeah.
it's time for someone else.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
It's
I
Jax's
haven't-
turn.
Speaking of albums, I have unfortunately not yet checked
Released
out.
your mixtape.
No, I haven't checked out the new Mountain Goats.
It's only the second album this year, and it's only 56 minutes long, so I don't know how you missed that.
I mean, I saw it. I just haven't listened to it yet.
It's called Getting Into Knives.
Is it good?
I like it.
Does
That's
that
not
mean
There's,
it's
answering the
good?
question.
Well, I mean, it's kind of, I'm definitely biased there, where like if the Mountain Goats put out an album where they're like, hey, this time we only recorded using shoes, I'd be like, hey, this is really good, guys.
Guys, you
So,
don't understand.
I mean,
It's art.
So I feel like I'm definitely not like the one to be like, hey, this is how good the album is comparatively. I don't like it as much as some of their other albums, but I would rate it highly. I think it's fun. It's got some really good tracks on it, like Tidal Wave and The Last Place I Saw You Alive.
I don't
Are
think I
both
can
really
make
good.
any arguments against that. I'm glad that you guys have an album that you like.
I like how you say you guys after I said I haven't listened to it yet, but you know,
Yeah, but you probably will like it.
I will.
Yeah.
'Cause-
see?
It's the Mountain Goats. Everything's in the usual timings and keys, and that's what I'm there for. You know.
I'm
don't
gonna
sign up
have
for
to
anything else.
refuse to enjoy it just out of principle.
You hate the
I can
Mountain Goats
respect
just
that.
because? That's kind of rude.
I've never interacted with any mountain goat. I've only interacted like with one goat in my life, mountain or otherwise. And
Really,
I
it's
was
not that many goats.
Yeah, you do need to hang out with more goats, but also the
Look,
one goat
man,
that,
all I
the few
needed
goat
to know-
interactions
like,
I've had are that goats are bastards. So
the only goat I ever knew was Jamie, and she terrified me.
What about
The
the
only goat
avalanche?
I ever knew.
It's coming, and you don't
What
feel
about-
prepared.
What about LeBron James?
I do love that
Ron.
goat. Okay, I would like to amend my statement. I do love one goat.
LeBron James.
No.
Wow.
the goat of LeBron James.
Wow, that was really like you were really opposed
Yeah,
to
you,
LeBron James
what
being
did
the
LeBron
goat.
ever do to you?
Are you so you're a Jordan fan then?
I
mean, I like Jordan too, don't get
despise
me wrong.
sport.
Wow.
Ah.
wow.
Which sport?
Have I given my take on that before?
Everything
like-
except hockey is trash.
Hockey-
Hot take.
give me the hockey's a pretty good time.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said everything but hockey is trash.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just like,
It's hard to tell what is your agreement sound and what is your
Yeah,
sound of vague
your
dismay.
agreement sound and your disagreement sound are all.
Just mouth sounds all the way down.
Imagine like first of all on your own podcast, be like, "Hello, family of mine. Would you like to be on and talk about Halloween?" And then your family member comes on and is like, "Hey Noah, whenever you speak, you sound like." "Nyeh." And then
You
Dan's like,
sound
"Hey
like the
Noah,
disgust."
your family's a bakery and you're white bread." And then Noah's just like, "Hey guys, I got married." And everyone's like, "Hey Noah, can you shut up for a second so I can be mean to you?"
that is exactly actually what happened last week.
Noah-
so
Okay, but
Noah's
have you
sound of
considered?
dismay
So sad.
sounds just like the guy from that one SpongeBob episode where he's like, "I'm sorry, my horrible ugliness isn't a distraction to you. Not at all, dear boy."
Yeah, no, I'm sorry that like
But have you
your
considered?
existence is seen as
this
a
is-
problem.
No. This is exactly like how we treat him IRL, though. Like
Yeah, but have you ever considered that might not be optimal?
That
Is in
sounds
fact
fake.
not optimal.
Okay, hold on.
I'm a Noah stan now. That's my new
Have
take.
you considered that he is also a bastard towards the rest of us?
Oh,
Sometimes.
no, I absolutely have. Yeah, that's absolutely the case.
As the person who lived with him the longest, or has known him the longest out of everybody here, I can confirm.
Wait, you know
Noah
Noah
bastard.
Shocking. Known bastard man is treated like bastard. More at 11.
So, anyway, guys, I went and saw some goats earlier this week. No Jordan or LeBron involved.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Is that legal?
He hasn't watched Star
You
Wars.
know,
no.
sometimes I feel like I stick up for you, and then immediately afterwards, what was that, man?
Do you not appreciate my hot Star Wars Episode 1 reference?
I don't even know what that was. I was like, hey, you know what? Let's change the subject from dunking on Noah. And Noah's like, Star Wars. I'm like, come on.
Why did
I
that sound
tried.
like the freaking home improvement noise?
Man. Okay, so anyway, I saw some goats this week. I went to a corn maze.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, I could get with that.
I'm so mad still.
I'm sorry. I do deserve that.
Come on. But yeah. So I went to a corn maze,
Mhm.
and it was at a buffalo farm.
Okay.
The one in Edinburgh. If you're
Oh,
not familiar.
yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one.
So,
Sean and
so
I
I
went there for
there.
a date once.
Yeah, it's
My
a really
neighbor
fun
took me
place.
there.
That's fun.
Same
So I was
same
there.
level of same thing. We had the exact same experience. Anyway, go on. Tell your story.
I went. Sorry, I'm just distracted by all this now. I went to the buffalo farm for the corn maze, and I had fun. I went, and there were goats, and there was goats just like laying in little beds of straw, and then eating the beds of straw, and it was very cute.
Aw.
Ah,
That
to
is
be a
cute.
goat eating my own bed.
I know. I was like, man,
You guys know you can just
That's
eat your
cool.
own bed, right? That's
I
always
have
been
seen
allowed.
my strange addictions.
Yeah, but
Like,
my teeth aren't as strong as the goat's.
That's
have
true.
you guys done? Have you guys done a corn maze before?
Yeah, of course.
I have.
No.
It's fun.
I agree.
I enjoyed it. This one was not like a beginning to end corn maze. It was like a find all the locations within the maze corn maze.
Ooh,
Mm.
those can be more fun sometimes. I kind of like the kind of a different element it brings. You're not trying to push your way through, so you don't get lost as easy. I don't know.
You're trying to like actually sweep the area.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. Went with some friends from work, and we saw a whole bunch of goats there. And I went up and I petted them, and then donkeys came over and I petted them too.
Oh man,
Nice.
just like in Shrek.
Just like in Trek, I asked them if they knew him. They didn't say anything. But then later when I was walking around, they were wee snawing.
Ooh,
Mm.
we snaw.
Yeah,
They do wee
were-
snaw.
Mystery?
Yeah, they were wee snawing, and I was like, wow, that's a classic donkey moment.
We snaw.
Epic donkey moment.
Epic donkey moment. And I went.
They said the
"Wee."
donkey word.
Is
What?
Dan allowed to say whatever he just said? I don't know if I'm comfortable with
I
that.
feel like he's not, but
Yeah.
like I don't know enough about donkeys to say one way or another.
You know what, Dan? I guess you get the pass. You're allowed to say the donkey
Oh,
word.
should I have the donkey
Ass.
word pass?
Dan, you
I don't
can't
like
say it
that.
that way. That just sounds bad.
Yeah, that just makes it sound real sus, man.
Ass.
So how's the new mountain wolf?
What?
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 Holy shit.
Wait.
Goat,
what
mountain
is-
goat.
No.
How's the
Is
new
no
mountain
okay? Guys, is no.
I don't think
All
he's
right.
okay.
I'm sorry. I haven't I haven't eaten
Guys.
real food since like 7. I've
I haven't
had
eaten today.
a few Werthers because Nina and I just got back from Walmart, and since we're moving, I decided that we're gonna have a little candy dish of Werther's caramels
my
on our
God.
desk.
How
Oh
old
my
are
God.
you?
We
How
bought
I
a tiny
understand
little
exactly
pumpkin
why
pail.
everyone dunks on you.
that we're gonna fill
No,
with
don't
Werther.
deflect. How old are you that you're like, oh, I'm gonna put a little dish of Werther's candies out for anybody who may come to
Oh my
visit during the
God, Noah.
pandemic.
I tried to defend you so hard.
See, here's the thing.
Jackson's
I
trying.
was literally
he's putting
I was
his
talking with
reputation
Nina
on
about
the
it, and I'm like,
line.
you know what? I think that everyone who I'm likely to have visit my apartment anytime soon will find this very funny. Jackson, Edge, I thought you guys would find it funny,
Oh,
but
it is
now you're just
funny.
being mean.
I think we don't find the dish funny.
yeah, I'm
I
being
think
mean.
I think you thought everyone would be like, "Ha, this is a funny joke that you have included us in." When in actuality, what you did was you said, "You guys, haha, look how old I am. Isn't that funny?" Both are
No, that was
humorous.
the joke.
Both are very funny, but one is concerning.
It's funny, but
I don't
not
think
for
I-
the reason you wanted it to be.
Exactly.
I think it's definitely a you thought we would laugh with you, but unfortunately everyone here seems to be laughing at you.
Yes, 100%. That's what happened.
And I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry to not be on your side for this one.
I'm sorry to tell you, you've been voted off the island.
Anyway,
So
the new mountain goats.
I already talked about it.
We already talked about it. It was a whole
That was
thing.
like the first thing we talked
Yeah,
about.
we're moving on. No,
Oh, I didn't think that you finished talking about it.
no,
I'm
you
sorry.
have to move on.
I'm fine with moving on. I don't
No,
know,
it's
man.
been 3 years. You have to wake up.
No, the accident
has-
happened 40 years ago. It's not your fault.
It has been almost 3 years of this, hasn't it? It is our third Halloween.
It is.
Hollow
So-
Threen.
Are we really about to let him say that for a third time now? Without like,
No,
Without
the first one I said
anything?
All Hallows 3, to be fair, which is objectively much worse.
I hate it.
Okay,
Can we
guys.
can we vote him off the island? I'll take Noah's Werther's candy bit. But I don't want to listen to that.
I'll give
Just,
you
you
a
know.
Werther's.
God, Noah, come on. You've got to let somebody have your bag for 10 seconds before you
Noah, let yourself be defended.
No, we're trying,
Someone's like,
buddy.
you know what? This Noah guy's not so bad. He's like, hey guys, you want to hear the worst thing ever? And then he
Every time, we're like, yeah, we rag on Noah, but he's a great guy. And then Noah in the background is just like, oh. Like,
Oh my god.
You people are all the worst. But you know who's the worst?
Creepypastas.
that too.
Thank you. I figured I'd bring that in somehow.
Thanks.
Mhm.
I'm actually talking about a different thing today because I
Wait,
figured
what are you talking about today?
we spend a lot of time talking about things that are actually scary on Halloween.
Mhm.
But,
We do that, yes.
Well, not if
It's
we're
because
talking
it's
about
scary.
creepypastas, but I would like to take this Halloween to talk about things that scared us far too much that they had any right to as children.
Okay.
I only fear God.
So you're going to open this one up right away really strong, right, Edge? Because you got to beat the fear of God right now.
I think I can beat the fear of God. Y'all ever watch Wallace and Gromit: Curse of the Were-Rabbit?
Oh, I
hell
love that.
yeah.
And it's not scary.
Mhm.
No, I know where she's going with this. Go on.
No,
Okay, so I don't even remember how old I was when we watched it, but for some godforsaken reason, I just developed this absolute terror of the were-rabbit to the point where 6 months later, I'd be brushing my teeth ready to go to bed, and I would just burst into absolute tears because I thought about him.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like that's not
The
unreasonable.
Edge, the were-rabbit's not real and he can't hurt you.
The
were-rabbit.
The were-rabbit. But you want to know what my main fear was? That I remember being up, kept up at night because I was scared of this.
I do want to know because I never understood.
Yeah, you guys just saw that I was me and Jeff were talking about it the other day. He's like, yeah, I remember just seeing you would just burst into tears out of nowhere. What was going on? I had this irrational fear that I would be sitting in bed, the were-rabbit would break into my house, and so, as any child would, I would hide under the covers, and then he would, for some reason, think, oh, there's nobody here, I'm gonna sit down for a bit, and then he would sit on me.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry.
You know,
Are you telling me?
You were worried that
Yes.
the were-rabbit was going to squish you
Yes.
No,
with his
not
big
squish
fat
you.
ass.
But the were-rabbit
I don't
was
like when
gonna
you
and
say it
now
like
that
that, but
she's
yes.
grown up,
take his
that's her
absolute
kink.
cake.
It is not, actually.
Oh my god, I can't believe you would cry because you thought the were-rabbit was gonna sit on you.
Yes. I 100%, that was it.
What the fuck?
Well, the fact he was there also was the terrifying part. It wasn't all the Like, it wasn't like, oh yeah, I'd be okay if he were here as long as he didn't sit on me. No, I was scared that he'd be there and then he would happen to sit on me through some unfortunate
to be
turn
fair,
of events.
that's just what he would. That's probably what would happen. That's like the one thing I know about the Were-Rabbit. I'm like, that man is always looking to pop a squat.
Absolutely, like,
Thank you.
like, what would I do? Like, what would there be to do? I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't be able to stop him. What would I be able to do? Nothing. That's what. But
No, you're
anyway, yeah, that's my first edition. How about you guys?
Well,
I know it's a hard thing to follow.
lot to process. Yeah, a lot to process there.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Noah, how did you not know?
You've never elaborated.
Why would you?
I knew I was not allowed to get that movie out of the library because you were so afraid of it. But I never knew why.
Okay, yeah, that's valid.
You never told me why. No one ever told me why.
Yeah, I don't think I ever told anybody why. I was just scared of it.
Gee, I couldn't imagine why you wouldn't tell people this horrible thing that you.
Yeah, it's almost like they'll just dunk on you because that's weird.
Don't sugarcoat it.
I didn't even have nightmares. I would lie awake and think, what if this happened though?
But what if it happened?
You guys don't understand. What if the Were-Rabbit sits on me?
you don't understand. What would I do?
You all could get out. Me? What would I have? What option would I have available to me?
What would I do if it happened? If this happened right now, what would I do? But it won't. Yeah, but what if it did?
It's that utter helplessness, knowing that if the Were-Rabbit were to sit on you,
there's got to be
you would have to accept.
Did your therapist ever talk about this with you? Because there's got to be something.
I
going
never
on
brought it up
that.
to my therapist.
I
No,
wouldn't.
we had
I
better
wouldn't
things
either,
to
of
talk
course.
about than
But,
my weird fear of the
And they would
Were-Rabbit.
make fun of you. No, I'm just kidding.
as
Thankfully-
they should, as we've just established.
I never brought it up to my therapist, and I feel like I know why he wanted me to bring it up to the therapist.
I don't want him to make fun of you. I want him to help you work through this.
I don't
Are
want
you,
to
are you
relive
are you
it.
over it?
I had to uncover a lot of traumas in therapy, but you know what? I don't want to have to uncover them.
Not fucking this.
Well, I mean, he's not going to uncover you though. Like the Were-Rabbit's not anyway, because he's just going to sit down, thinking there's an open seat.
Don't take that back up. I'll never sleep again.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
A world.
I didn't mean to mess you up like that. So actively, are you scared of the Were-Rabbit anymore, or is this a thing of the past?
Right now?
Because
I
here
haven't
in the
watched-
studio.
I haven't watched the movie in years. Ever since then.
Do you think it would still scare you?
Every so often when I Google it to look it up to show somebody a picture of it when I tell the story, I still just kind of go, ugh. But it isn't the same soul crushing terror that I have of him possibly coming into my room to sit on me.
Possibly or definitely?
So it's gotten better. It does get better.
we will get through this.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Thank you. I figured I'd start us out
that's
strong.
I don't think
good.
it's
That's
that's
really
how I would
good.
describe myself.
No, that's
right now.
really good. I don't have anything. I am floored by what has transpired here today.
I remember the first time we watched The Mummy, I remember being really scared, not of the mummy, but just of the scarabs.
No, that's super
No,
valid.
that's
super
reasonable.
valid.
That's like an
Like,
adult,
I,
that's
I figured
reasonable.
I could fist fight the mummy at the age 10 or
Mhm.
whatever. I figured
Yeah,
you know
you
what,
could've.
whatever, I'll beat up the mummy. But the scarabs,
Yeah,
nah.
reasonable.
Nah, dude, scarabs
Well, 'cause,
are gonna
like,
be a no for me, dog.
Well, yeah, I gotta agree with you there. The scarabs, even as an adult, I'm like, no, I don't want a bug under my skin that eats my brain or whatever it does.
Yeah,
Right?
no, those things were no good.
See, I don't know how to live up to this confession. That's a really
Yeah, I
high
don't
tier
think we
confession.
can-
Because I mean,
Yeah.
I've
Honestly,
talked
like, the
about this
first-
on podcasts before. The Jekyll and Hyde song from Arthur used to creep me out,
Oh, yeah,
and
I can see
it wasn't the whole song. It was literally just the very end of the song. I don't know what it was, but it scared me.
Do you guys remember the episode of Arthur where Buster is terrified of a spool?
Mm.
And just because he doesn't know what it is, and everyone's like, bro, why are you terrified of a spool? And he's like, it's too powerful. And everyone's like, wait, what? As an adult, I'm like, wait, actually, what?
Hold up, there was another episode of Arthur that low-key freaked me out. Oh gosh, who was? I think it was Binky found out he was allergic to peanut butter.
Good.
And there was this episode, like, he had this nightmare where this supervillain, like, put him on a giant piece of bread covered in jam, and they were just lowering this piece of bread covered in peanut butter down to, like, crush him.
That's-
just
See,
watching and going, what the heck is this?
Didn't we talk about that on the podcast last week?
I say a lot, right? I say it often. I am a giant coward baby, right?
Yeah, we know.
I also say that a lot about you.
But y'all the fuck?
Okay, but please keep in mind, the children.
Yeah, the
Yes,
homie was
yes,
6.
no, I get that. That's super fair. But like, I don't. I'm more surprised that you guys remember these.
Like,
Because
I turned
tells
12
me, like,
and I stopped this.
that.
Look,
no,
I
but
might not
that
remember
reminds
a
me of
lot
a-
from my childhood.
That tells me. That tells me that it was such a deeply ingrained fear in you that you held on to it and still remember to this day.
No,
You guys, I could not
no.
name it, but you remember it. Even if you don't feel it, you still remember
It's-
it.
But no, that's the thing. It's not that deep ingrained. It's just that we didn't forget about it.
But-
yeah.
I don't see the difference.
You
Well,
can have memories.
Yeah, memory doesn't mean it's deep ingrained. Like, there was a lot of, like, little things that I was scared of that would keep me up at night just because, like, I had unrestricted internet access and didn't know how to handle that. I was once up at 3 a.m. Just nearly crying because I was scared of both sharks and a very specific annoying orange video.
Oh no! I mean, I would be too. Have you seen that
I mean,
guy?
yeah, that's
Nightmare,
that's
that
really
nightmare
annoying.
creature.
Yeah,
the only thing that's
like,
worse than him being annoying is how scary he is.
and orange, obviously.
Yeah. It's just a lot, like, going for him. Like, he's annoying, he's orange, he's creepy. It's
I would
just
actually say
really-
there's not a lot going for him, and that's the problem.
there's a lot going against him. How about that?
Yeah, that's true.
But
Wild. Just wild.
yeah, for some reason I worried that, like, because my bed, like, the headboard was against the wall, but then there was empty space on both sides.
Yeah, that's prime were rabbit zone.
That's prime were rabbit zone, man. And I could
he
see,
loves
like,
that.
I could see the stairs. Like, I could, like, from my bedroom door, I could look and see the stairs.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like,
No,
You
that's a
could do
were
that.
rabbit buffet.
I could always watch to see if anybody was coming upstairs. I remember, was it
Or anything.
Was it you or Jeff? I remember telling one of you guys that, like, I don't like being able to see the stairs because then, like, what if someone comes up, they'll, like, come right for me? And, like, you guys' like, way of comforting me was saying, yeah, but, like, our bedroom is the first door from the stairs. If anything's gonna come up, they'll kill us first before they go to you.
It's true.
No, you have a way with words.
Thanks.
Which is the most brother sort of, like, comfort that you could give.
Hey, it's all good. They'll kill me first, and then they'll come over and kill you.
Yeah. Well, I got nothing to back that up. That's about all that we had at the time.
It's a good point.
Wild.
Well,
I am
yeah.
just shook.
I feel
You know, I
like
will say, it did
25
remind
minutes
me-
in,
Oh, go
how
ahead.
can we top that? Like, how can we top the first 20 minutes of content we produced here today?
Oh, I don't think we can.
The main thing is, like, I had to, like, Noah was like, hey, bring ideas for the podcast. And I was like, okay, I have 2 ideas. And it was talking about, like, weird childhood traumas, or you guys are gonna have to debate with me which horror movie icons are most smoochable. So I figured I'd go with the one that would be more fun for everybody involved.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think many of them are smoochable.
They're not.
You're wrong.
They are distinctly not.
Yes,
Edge
but
has a
have you
problem.
considered you are very wrong?
Edge has a problem.
I would-
She needs help.
Is that true?
Okay, that's... Well, yeah, for a variety of reasons, but, like, not this
Well,
yes,
one.
but you shouldn't say it.
all right,
This one
so
is not the one you should be worried about.
you know what, Edge? We're gonna help you through your problem right now.
Wow.
You ready?
Oh, no.
All right, so I'm just gonna throw a name at you, okay?
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me how smoochable, okay?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with an easy one right off the bat. Candyman.
He's alright. Yeah.
Wow, that wasn't nearly as strong of a reaction as I thought it would be, but okay.
I actually haven't
like-
watched Candyman yet. I'm meaning to, but
He's
like,
pretty smoochable. I mean, honestly, for
Yeah,
the most
like-
part, just looks like a normal guy.
yeah, like other than the bees, he's just a normal dude.
But
like,
you don't even know about the bees until it's too late. Until you already gave him the little smoocheroo.
Yeah, like honestly, beekeepers are fine. Like save the bees, man. Like go for it. Like
I don't think
great.
he's keeping them. I think they're keeping him in eternal torment. Am I right, gamers?
Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you keep the bees, and sometimes the bees keep you.
All right. Next up, Edge.
Thanks,
This one's
Noah.
this one's a little bit harder.
Is it?
Leatherface. Now that's two sets of lips to smooch.
Wait, hold on. Which Leatherface?
Classic Leatherface, not new
Classic Leatherface? Oh, absolutely.
You'd smooch Leatherface?
I'd smooch Bubba Sawyer, yeah.
You would kiss a dead person's face
Yeah, probably.
on another person's face?
I
Do you
mean,
see
like,
that as weird?
no. Have you seen that guy though? Like he's just like upset because everyone keeps breaking into his house.
No,
He just
I'm
like
more concerned about the whole like it's probably not like a properly like sterilized dead body, and you're just gonna like.
yeah, but the thing is, the lips aren't there. Like his
No,
whole
you're
mouth
safe then.
shows through.
Yeah. No. Have you seen his like mother get up though, where he's
Okay, that one. Like, well, yeah. Well, that would depend on like which mask he's going for. Because if we're going for like the pretty lady mask, then yeah, you got a bit more like lip coverage going on. But also, like, you know what? Maybe he just deserves a little bit of a smooch.
okay? You'll give him a
What's
little
the
smooch.
difference between cutting? Like, what's the difference between smooching a dead person's face that's been removed from their body and smooching just like your really really old grandparent on the cheek? I feel like there's not too much.
Legality is the biggest thing I can think of, and
that's-
also sanitation.
I mean, I guess. Like, why would you bring legality into it, though?
I mean, hold on. Okay, not as a non-horror person, you said Leatherface,
Yeah.
but
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
but if he's
Human leather.
he's alive though, so what legality
yeah.
is there?
Yes, but because his face was peeled off of a living person.
Yeah,
just
he wears people's
stuck
faces.
on his
Ooh,
face.
Okay, so now that's a question of like face ownership once it's been removed from the
You
body.
own your face because you're alive
Yeah.
when it's taken off. There is no question there,
Yeah,
Dan.
but then you don't have the face anymore. Like, when you're dead, do you
Possession
have a
is
say
9/10
to
of
what
law.
happens? Like, if you're
Legally speaking, yes, it is.
maybe they're
that was,
organ
like,
donors. Flesh, like
Yeah,
your skin isn't
exactly.
technically an
Well,
organ.
there's already been
Okay, no, here's the
landmark
thing.
cases in that field.
if someone against your will removes an organ from your body, it is still your organ because it was against your will. That is
Yes.
illegal.
Yes,
The same
but if
the literal same thing applies to faces.
If
Yeah, but, like,
if,
what are you
hold
gonna
on,
do?
Hold on. But if no. But if someone removes an organ from your body, that organ is sold to somebody else, and then it gets put into somebody else who didn't know it was stolen. I don't think
That's not what happened, though.
but
That's not what we're
that's not-
talking about. We're
but-
talking about a
but-
man
but-
cutting a
no,
man's
you're-
face
you're
off, cutting
adding
his
things-
face.
no.
We're
I'm
talking
saying
about
once
a
it's
specific
removed-
situation.
No, Dan.
It's not the person
You're
kissing whose fault
Dan.
it is.
No. You're
This
trying
is
to
one of
bring
those
in
things that
something
Noah is
totally
angry about.
No, you're trying to bring in some shit that's not even related to the conversation. Jackson and I are talking about the fact that you are kissing a dead person's face, which is A,
cute though.
gross, and B, really weird.
I never thought
You
I never
and
thought I'd
also
die
illegal.
on a hill side by side with Edge talking about kissing dead faces.
Okay,
What
we're
about
moving
with a
along from
friend?
Leatherface. We're moving away from
Definitely
Leatherface.
not.
Edge, this one I hope is a no. So now we're gonna
No, it's
we're gonna
not.
go to Chucky.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm gonna punt him.
Okay,
Good.
cool. Thank God.
Chucky's a very puntable fellow.
He
Chucky
is.
do be puntable though.
Now, what about Hannibal Lecter?
We talking like movie version or show version?
Movie version, Hannibal the Cannibal. Come on,
They're both
Classic.
cannibals.
classic Hannibal, not new
Yeah, but
new
one's
age
got
Hannibal,
swag. One's for people on the internet.
not Mads.
Because I would smooch Mads Mikkelsen.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but everyone would smooch Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
Not me.
The old one.
Except-
I'd like give him a little
I don't
like
like the cut of his jib.
kiss on the cheek maybe, but I wouldn't like go for it.
Why?
'Cause he'd
Because you're
probably,
worried
like-
he'd bite your lips off?
No, he'd bite my tongue off and then like eat it in front of me. And while that would be kind of cool, I kind of need that.
You do kind of be needing that.
I do kind of be needing that.
All right, I'm gonna run two more your way.
All right, all right.
All right, Pinhead.
Pinhead, no. Pinhead Larry, any day.
Now,
Honestly,
now
valid.
there is the technicality problem of smooching betwixt the pins.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Ooh,
Like,
did not like
am
that
I-
phrasing at all.
am I going to get like stabbed for it?
Even if you don't smooch him, he's going to stab you. That's kind of
No,
his
no,
MO.
I just mean by like the act of like leaning in.
Yes, most
Almost
likely.
for sure.
I feel like if I'm gonna die either way, then like I feel like it. You know
If
what?
his-
I'd probably
if his,
like do
like,
it
face
just to
spikes
see.
don't
Like
do
if
it?
if I know I'm gonna die either way, I might as well just like go for it and have fun
Go for a
before
little-
I die.
One last little smoocheroo.
One last little smoocheroony.
Okay.
And
as our final, as the big grand finale, we're talking Michael Myers.
Absolutely.
Wow. Really?
I would say no to all of them because
I'm with
Okay,
you.
yeah,
they're
but
all
like,
pretty gross.
have you considered
I've considered.
big
Mhm.
strong man with big strong hands?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just
yeah,
pick
I'm
you up
also
and
good.
eat you.
Now, if you were
And
to
that's
tell
kind of
me
hot.
big
this was
strong
like,
woman, big strong hands.
yeah, no, if you were to tell me that, I'd be like, you know what, I'm more inclined. But
Okay, yeah, but like,
There are why
that's all personal
okay.
preference of like.
Question. Here's a question, and I know Noah's gonna be like, oh, well, actually, here are all these movies where this is the case. Why does it seem as though most serial killer Halloween type movies, why is it always gonna be a male villain?
First of all, because men.
I mean, fair.
It's true.
That's valid.
And then you can like get into stuff like sexism in the movie industry, and like they don't think you'd be able to get away with it. But there are a few movies that like,
Sex in the City.
yeah, they
Also,
do
there's
be
a
having
lot
sex
of-
in the city though.
See, the big thing with a lot of, especially slashers, the whole thing is, it's a sex thing. The weapon is their penis. And
There's a lot of phallic
John
stuff,
Carpenter
apparently.
literally said that Michael Myers' knife is a direct, yeah, that's his penis.
Huh.
I thought it was a knife.
I'm pretty sure it's a knife, but if we're talking
You'd-
metaphorically,
Yeah, he's saying that metaphorically, it is 100% dead exact. No, that's definitely his dick.
I don't know. He's stabbing a bunch of dudes. Seems kind of sus.
That makes Michael Myers gay.
Oh, can't believe we just dunked on Michael Myers.
Don't do this to me.
I mean,
Sorry, Mike, but
I mean, Ed, you're safe. He clearly just doesn't have a preference. You're fine.
Honestly,
Yeah.
big mood.
So like you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
yeah, ask me.
Hey, throwback to when I cosplayed Michael Myers at a con and I didn't bring my prop knife just because like I don't have a good prop knife, and then a freaking samurai Deadpool cosplayer like spent 5 minutes like
Berating
calling
you.
me a fake fan because I didn't have a knife.
God.
And then he gave me a print that he made himself. It was the,
I hate anyone who thinks Deadpool's cool.
right?
I was just about to say
I hate
it.
Deadpool
That was the
cosplayers.
final straw in me despising Deadpool and Deadpool cosplayers.
Yeah. You know, yeah. The movies are fine, but it's just bad. It's just bad. Everyone involved it's the same thing that happens with like people who are Rick and Morty fans. It's the exact same thing. You don't understand. Deadpool's really so edgy. Lol. And I'm done with it. I'm done. Done with that character trope. Make better characters.
You're
But
just
Dan,
mad
you
'cause
don't- you
that's
don't get it.
UIRL.
He's just so edgy, though, Dan.
Edge.
Dan, please. He's so edgy. Dan,
He's
he
so
says
ed-
wubba lubba dub
he-
dub. He's
he
so
cut
edgy.
his-
He's
he
an
cut his
angry
arm off
atheist.
and
Please, bro,
flipped people
please. It's so funny, bro. Please. Just watch.
Please watch. Please clap.
That's exactly what it is. It really is a please clap kind of situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, anyone else really like?
I can't believe you left out Jason on that
Halloween.
list.
Oh,
Well, we already
Jason,
knew what
I
your
knew
answer
you were
for
going to smooch
was.
Jason.
Yeah.
We would all smooch Jason. He's a
No,
stand-up dude with good
Nope.
Christian morals.
that is not appealing to me.
See, here's the thing, though. You would smooch Jason, but would Jason smooch you?
No, of course not.
No, probably not. His mom would tell him not to.
It's true.
But you know what? Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. And if I'm anywhere near him, he's gonna kill me anyway. So, like,
Actually,
know.
speaking of, I know, Dan, you definitely haven't, but has anyone watched Never Hike in the Snow yet? The Friday the 13th fan film?
I have not.
I've never
Is
heard
it
this
good?
before.
Yeah,
don't like
it
horror
is.
movies
It
so
ties
much.
directly into Never Hike Alone, the other fan film. It looks like they're just making a selection of fan films that have a shared storyline. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
It's worth watching, and it's on free. It's on free.
It's on free!
It's for free on YouTube. So
Oh man, it's on free for YouTube.
Borat 2 is out.
I did hear that. I keep hearing a lot of people go back and forth on how they feel about it, but
Yeah.
it seems to be generally positive responses. I don't know. I never watched the original Borat, so I have no attraction.
My wife.
That's all I know. And I
Yeah.
didn't
Wow,
even
really?
know
I
it was
Never
that
seen
remember
Borat.
being
until
almost
recently.
exposed to it several times
I remember watching that in like 4th grade.
at an age that I know I was too young to be exposed to it, you know? But that's all.
Yeah, 4th grade was definitely too
I know.
young to watch that movie. But wow.
I feel like
It's just so quotable.
it's up there with Anchorman and how quotable it is.
That doesn't make it good, but I respect
Because
it.
That's all I used to know about was Anchorman quotes and my wife. So
My life. It's good. It's worth watching. I would say I couldn't recommend it and say you should watch it. But should you choose to, I don't know how negatively it will impact you. I don't think it holds up super well. But I think it's an interesting little reflection, a little cultural reflection.
Yeah, and honestly, when did Borat come out?
My guess, I don't know. My guess is 2008.
I think it was before that.
2006.
2006 it is. Yeah,
Whoa! Second guess.
2006 is that like the early 2000s and the late 90s were that era of movies where comedies were just mean and they weren't really funny. They were just like mean.
Well, Borat was also. Well, so you said you don't know anything about Borat other than my wife.
And well,
right?
no, and on that note, knowing nothing about Borat, I have never heard of it being a mean movie.
Well, but do you know the premise of it? Like, do you know what it actually is?
Isn't it Borat coming to America and trying to represent his country or something?
Yes, but it's the way that they portray that via film is Sacha Baron Cohen is Borat, who is an ambassador from Kazakhstan, sharing his country and their culture with the United States, and it's basically filmed sort of like Jackass at a lot of points, where the people around Sacha Baron Cohen do not know that it's a movie. Well, they don't know that it's a movie, so like he'll be like, "I'm from Kazakhstan," and it basically is to paint the fact that like most Americans could not tell you a single thing about Kazakhstan. You know, he walks up to people and is like, "Yeah, Kshimesh," that's Polish for "what's up." But everyone's like, classic Kazakhstan greeting, because they don't know anything about any other country. So it's just kind of like pointing out like the rampant nationalism and the lack of cultural understanding in the United States, while also being a man who wants to put Pamela Anderson in the marriage sack.
Well, there we go.
It's funny, but it also it's interesting, and there's some scenes that he goes to a rodeo and he does some things. Sings some songs at different points in time. It's a fun little reflection, but it's not fun to watch necessarily. It's an interesting concept, but when you watch it, you're like, I'm uncomfortable.
I feel like that's just Sacha Baron Cohen's movies, though, is that in general, he's just not always a fun guy to watch.
Yeah, you're like, you're making a good point, and this is an interesting concept, but I'm uncomfortable.
I don't like it.
Like, wow, Americans really are like culturally ignorant in a lot of ways, but I don't want you to show me Borat walking up to a concierge and saying, "What is that vanilla face?" Like, I don't know if I want to watch that.
Yeah, that's okay with not.
And that's the part of the bit I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bear in an ice cream truck though. That's fun.
That is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So I forgot to mention this earlier, but I do have my own thing that I was kind of scared of as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Not irrationally, though. So, like, that's why I didn't quite fit in. It wasn't the were-rabbit sitting on me.
I know, we can't all be me.
I wish we could. Your experiences are not universal, but I wish that they were. Oh, my God. I cannot
You want the were-rabbit to sit on you?
I wish, but I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. You know, there's definitely, without even, like, being any kind of therapist, the fact that we went from I want the were-rabbit to sit on me to big strong man want me give smooch.
I
I'm like,
don't want him to sit on me.
Yes, Jackson, I'm with you on this.
No, I don't want him to sit on me. That's the problem. That's why I was terrified as a child.
Are you sure you still don't want him to sit on you?
I very much don't. Have you seen that thing? It doesn't look like a rabbit. It looks like a really weird genetically modified pig.
Well, it's not a were-rabbit.
Yeah.
Or it's not a rabbit, it's a were-rabbit. It's not, it's not supposed to look like a rabbit. So
just tell us what you were scared of.
I was not irrationally scared of, but when I was like, I probably told the story before on the podcast, but the first movie I have any memory of watching is Aliens.
Okay.
Because when I was like 5, I like walked downstairs and my parents were watching Aliens.
Okay.
And I was like, man, that's fucking scary.
You know what? I can get behind that.
It was specifically the scene where like Ripley is like talking to Newt and Newt's in the sewers and she's like, "What's up, Ripley? I'm stuck under a grate." And Ripley's like, "Oh shit." And then she gets like yoinked by an alien and I was like, "Ah shit, I want to get yoinked by a banana head."
No, I wouldn't want to get yoinked either.
And when you're like 5, you're like, "Man, that sucks. I don't like that."
And that's something I gotta worry about now.
Yeah, I was like, well, this has to be a part of my regular worrying routine. I'm like,
Is today the day?
is today the day when I get yoinked by the banana headed guy? So yeah, when I was like 5, that was a genuine concern of mine. But I also don't really think that's irrational because that movie was also made to like scare.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that's valid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I can
No,
respect
yeah, that makes sense.
I can definitely respect that.
that. The only thing
Why?
I can possibly think of from my childhood, and this is like literally the only thing, I got super freaked out. I always have a thing about eyes. I don't like super close ups on eyes. So anytime you get one of those creepypastas, it's like surprise, and now it's just hyper close up on eyes. But I think
Okay.
that's super rational because it's intentionally
So-
a spooky thing. Like it's supposed to pop up and surprise you.
The fact that I just yesterday sent a painting of a close up of an eye, should I have not done that?
No, see, it's not that. It's less that and more. God, you know the one that sticks in my head, and I hate myself for it. And you guys
Is
are gonna
it-
make fun of me for it, but I'm gonna
Is
say
it
it anyway.
Squidward's
'Cause-
suicide?
No, it's the fucking old original Herobrine creepypasta where when you follow one of the links, it was a close up
Oh
on Minecraft eyes. Yeah, dude,
gosh.
listen. I will
Boy,
not-
they removed Herobrine in every update, idiot.
Yeah, thanks, guys. This is why. Listen.
I'm
That's the
sorry,
only
you
one.
implied that, like, my childhood fears were some weird kink awakening. You can deal with me making fun of your
listen.
Minecraft.
Hey, Edge, isn't it weird that you were scared of the were-rabbit when you were 6? That's indicative of a weird sexual thing. Hey, you can't make fun of me because I said I don't like Minecraft eyes. That's my impression of
That's
Dan.
fair. You know what? That's very
How
fair.
does Minecraft bullying
I
even
apologize.
exist? Just look away, idiot.
If there's one thing I'm afraid of, it's Minecraft Steve's evil clone's eyes.
You know, those pixels. Those two
No,
pixels.
they weren't pixels. That's the whole point. Not Herobrine as a whole, but like fucking. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You guys don't know what I'm talking about at all, do you?
So
It's not gonna be
they
scary
actually
even if I
rendered his
did.
eyes.
Yeah, there's a on the original. Okay, on the original creepypasta, there were 2 links
I'm
that went
looking
out.
it up.
One was one of those like, oh, when you're asleep, sometimes people can send you messages in your coma, and all that you have to do is wake up. One of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's all wake up is in caps like 7 times throughout the whole thing. Anyway, the other was a full screen. It filled whatever browser you were in. It was all like hyper zoomed in on a Minecraft Steve's face, but the eyes were replaced by giant, like by wildly moving, panicking human eyes.
Okay, I found I tried to Google it. I found a YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah, go for it.
It isn't what you were saying. It 100% isn't what you were looking for.
You guys seen
Mm.
Resident Evil Revelations 2? I can't believe Herobrine looks like
Oh
that.
yeah, no, that's the same thing I just found.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
like if
also
you
did
look
just
up
come across that,
Herobrine
which
eyes,
is also weird. But here we are.
I didn't come across it because I googled Resident Evil Revelations 2 game case.
Fair enough.
Or is it Resident Evil 2 Revelation? I think it's 2 Revelations. I have no idea, honestly.
Probably 2
Man,
Revelations.
I hate Capcom, man. I hate Capcom. Street Fighter 4 Cross Tekken Turbo Tag Team Tournament.
That's a stupid name. That name is
That's
far
not-
too long.
that's not-
Oh, there
really,
it
I
is.
made
If
that
you
up.
search Herobrine eyes GIF, it's the 3rd result.
all right.
4th result. Sorry.
Did not think
Are
I would
you
be
gonna,
googling
like-
Herobrine eyes gift
It
today,
was
but
oh no, sorry, it's not. It's like the 9th result. It has white eyes instead of black eyes, but still.
Oh,
Okay, I
I
found
was gonna
really
say, I'm-
weird, like, inflation porn.
Nah,
So,
that is
like-
there. I do see that, and I'm not a fan. Yeah.
Where's- oh, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, look at that GIF. Oh no, what's happening here?
Dan, what I just linked, the eyeball in the
Wait,
black
no!
background.
No,
Ed,
no,
you
it-
have
for
to click
me,
on the
it's-
Herobrine inflation
here,
GIF
let me
and
see if I
watch the
can
whole
grab
thing.
it.
I'm
It
begging you.
was-
It's literally your fear
it was
combined
essentially
with Dan's.
this. Hold on.
Oh no.
This is not the exact one, but this is essentially what it was.
No! No!
Yeah, it was basically that. Yeah, it was essentially that.
Oh, and I cannot believe this.
Obviously, without the text on top and with a loud noise accompanying it, and in
cannot
spooky
believe
white.
this.
Okay,
me out,
but
dude.
Jackson, did you find the other one where
I
he's
cannot
like
believe.
destroying airplanes midair?
No, I'm watching the one where he sits on the guy.
This is
yes,
awful.
Edge's fears and eyes combined.
I already
as
went
one.
over this.
Fusion is just a cheap tactic to make weak childhood fears so much worse.
I need us to get away from this topic.
Wait,
Edge, didn't you have a creepypasta to read?
Yeah, do we want to do that now?
Yes,
I think
please.
it's time.
Okay.
what is this? What is this?
I
What
can't
the
put any of these in the episode. This is awful.
Okay, so all right. For this story, I would like to add a little bit of background to it. We're actually I'm actually going to be reading you one of the classic creepypastas.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
One of the
I'm
most
incapable
popular
of feeling
ones,
fear from this point.
not Jeff the Killer, because that would take way too long.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
and we
have
have
that much
places to
time.
be, things to do.
Yeah.
But we're actually going to be reading the original story of Eyeless Jack.
Ooh.
Oh, the original. Oh, if memory serves, the original Eyeless Jack was not finished.
It was. Here's the photo from it for you guys to see in case you need
Is
a
that
little
him?
refresher.
Little reference image.
Is that him? Is that Eyeless Jack?
Yeah, that's
that
Eyeless
is
Jack.
Eyeless Jack.
Noah, can you put Eyeless Jack on the screen?
Yeah, Eyeless Jack's on the screen right now.
Can you also
Alright.
put
This is
Miley
one of
Cyrus on the
the
screen?
most famous. It's really a famous creepypasta, and it's like most famous creepypasta. It's absolutely god awful.
Yeah. As is the way.
To the point where when creepypasta, the official creepypasta site, removed the original Jeff the Killer for being awful, they ended up holding a contest to rewrite it, but when they removed the original Jeff the Killer, the creator of Eyeless Jack just didn't even wait for them to make a decision on his and removed it himself
Oh.
so that they wouldn't take it down.
You can't take my child from me.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the dude acknowledged, yeah, this is trash, but
Okay.
I mean,
someone
he's
else
right.
made an origin story that got popular and whatever. But this is the original. Let me grab a sip of water real quick.
Mm-hmm. Imagine you take just a dramatic long drink. As we settle in around the campfire. No, can we get some campfire sound effects?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
can we
we'll
get
be at a
Miley Cyrus
campfire
on
for
this?
this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, can you put
gather
Miley
around
Cyrus
the
on
the
campfire,
screen
children.
again?
Cuddle
Imagine
up
I
close.
have a flashlight and I just clicked it on underneath my chin.
I was already thinking about that. So
Hello, my name is Mitch. I'm here to tell you guys about an experience I had. I don't know if it was paranormal or whatever stupid words people use to describe supernatural phenomena, but after that thing visited me, I believe in that paranormal trash now. A week after I moved in with my brother, Edwin, after my house was foreclosed, I finished unpacking. Edwin liked the idea of me moving in, since we had not seen each other for 10 years, so I was excited too. I soon fell asleep after I moved in. After that first week, I heard rustling noises coming from outside at about 1 in the morning. I thought it was a raccoon, so I ignored it and tried to fall asleep. The next morning, I told Edwin about it, and he agreed.
I have a theory about creepypastas.
Sorry.
My theory
No, it's
is
awful.
that I like to think that whenever they're like, I heard a rustling on the first night, I like to think that that wasn't the guy, that wasn't the creepypasta, that was literally just a possum.
It was literally a possum.
That's what I like to think. I like to think that the first 6 times they're I heard more noises coming. I feel like there's actually just nothing there. It's just genuinely raccoons. And then the final night is the only time the guy shows up.
Oh,
That's my
absolutely.
theory. Also, how excited could your brother be if you haven't seen each other in 10 years? Because I don't care how far away you move, 10 years is a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And then to be but we're both really excited. No, you're not.
I
you
love
clearly
the
don't like
whole,
each other that much.
Yeah, I moved in. After a week, I finished unpacking. We were excited. I fell asleep. After the first week, I hear this in the night. And then I
Edwin
wake up.
agreed.
And it's okay, what?
Wait, did he not sleep for the first week?
Right?
I do kind of wonder. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Back to the
This
campfire.
gets even better.
Mhm.
Flashlight click back on. The next night, however, I thought I heard my window opening and a loud thump as if something entered my room. I darted up and looked around my room but saw nothing. The next
In
morning...
the room? He saw nothing in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was the
okay.
window
The
open?
next morning, Edwin dropped his coffee cup when he saw me. He held up a nearby mirror, and I saw myself. I had a large gash in my left cheek. After I was rushed to the hospital, my doctor told me that I must have been sleepwalking. But then he showed me something that made my blood turn cold. He lifted up my shirt to reveal a sewn-up incision where my kidneys were. I stared into his eyes, mine widening. You somehow lost your left kidney last night, my doctor told me. We don't know how, though. Sorry, Mitch. The next
Damn.
night was my breaking. Like, the doctor really just said, yeah, we have no idea. Rough for you, bud. Aw. The next night was my breaking point. Around midnight, I woke up to see a truly horrifying sight. I was staring face to face with a creature with a black hoodie and a dark blue mask, with no nose or mouth, staring down at me. The thing that scared me the most was that it had no eyes, just empty, black sockets. The creature also had some black substance dripping from its sockets. I grabbed a camera from the nearby mantel and took a picture. Immediately after taking the shot, the creature lunged at me and tried to claw open my chest to get to my lungs. I stopped it by kicking it in the face. As I ran out of my room, I grabbed my wallet. I would need the money. I ran out of my brother's house into the night. I eventually ended up in the woods near Edwin's house and tripped on a rock.
Wait, who's Edwin?
The brother that he hasn't
Edwin
seen in
agreed.
10 years.
Wait, I thought he moved in with his brother.
Yes.
So he left his brother's house, ran around, and then came back to the house?
And managed to get into the woods near his house. Yes.
Okay.
And then he tripped on a rock.
Noah, I feel like you're ruining the story.
No. I'm following. I'm following. Continue.
Near Edwin's house and tripped on a rock. I fell unconscious and woke up in the hospital. My doctor, the same one who treated me before, entered the room. I have good news and bad news, Mitch, my doctor started. The good news is that you had minor injuries. Your parents are going to pick you up. I sighed with relief. The bad news is that your brother has been killed by some thing. Sorry. My parents took me back to Edwin's house to collect my remaining belongings, which I did. Upon entering my room, I was scared, but remained calm. I grabbed my camera and then stopped dead in my tracks. In the hallway leading to my room, I saw Edwin's body and something
What?
small laying next to it. I retrieved it up and enters my parents' car, not mentioning Edwin's corpse. I looked at the thing I had picked up and nearly vomited. I was holding my stolen, half-eaten kidney with some black substance on it.
Soy sauce.
The end.
What? I'm sorry. That man picked up his half-eaten kidney and didn't notice until he got in the car and had a good chance to look at it?
Yeah.
Okay,
And your
cool.
point?
No. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, no, that's what happened.
I love the part where they go back, like, it's apparently been long enough for for them to report him dead so that the doctor knows, but nobody's moved the corpse.
The cops were like, damn, this guy's dead, huh? And they were like, oh, well, what if the doctor was the killer?
Wow.
Honestly, I feel like that doctor is too incompetent for, literally anything.
Or
Imagine
he's
going
just
to the
competent
doctor
enough.
and he's just like, oh, yeah, your kidneys have been removed.
Well, that's
Who
why he's
knows
the killer.
how? Sorry.
Because he's not going to look for a solution if he's the killer.
That would have made it too interesting and, too much thought into the story, I feel.
I think that's the case, but everyone else is scared to admit it.
Now you would smooch Eyeless Jack, though, right?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to get to. Out of all the creepypastas that, I remember from, my younger days, Eyeless Jack is the one that I would still smooch. Absolutely, 100% all the time.
So
So
who's
I-
actually Eyeless Jack, though?
Well, it depends on who you ask. If it's, the origin story someone made, he used to be a college student in medical school, but then he gets sacrificed to, an elder god in the woods.
God, I fucking hate creepypastas. It's just like someone was like, hey guys, you want to start making fan fiction?
That's literally what happened.
It's fan fiction quality material, but it's sometimes not fan fiction.
Are you telling me that you don't want the Slender Man to take you to the Slender Mansion to live with all the other creepypastas?
You know, I never thought about the fact that it's Slender Man and the Slender Mansion. Someone
How
was
did
patting
you-
themselves on the back for that stupid name.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
I've always heard it referred to it as Slender Man's Mansion, and I was at that point always just glazed over enough that I'm like, yeah, okay. The
You
Slender
don't want
Mansion,
to
ha
meet
ha ha
Slender
ha, ha.
Man and his brothers, Trender Man,
And Slender Jim.
Sexual Offender Man. I'm not kidding. Somebody actually made that up.
What about the rake?
I'm
You
sorry
guys
that he
remember the
had a
rake?
brother named Sexual Offender Man.
Yes, he had a tongue.
Yes, he had a tongue.
I hate that. Okay, so I actually don't like that. But you guys remember the rake?
Yeah, the
vaguely.
That was my favorite when I was a kid.
The rake was chill. Yeah.
I remember in like 7th grade, I had a friend who was like terrified of the rake, and I was like, I think the rake is cool. This comes back to Edge's point earlier, because like the joke among my friends became, because I had a friend that was like literally like terrified of like sleeping because of the rake, and I was like, I think the rake's pretty hot. And then
Wait.
the joke became that the rake was my girlfriend.
I
Nice.
thought the rake was the blue one. Who's the blue-faced one?
Blue-faced one.
Yeah.
Isn't that just the Blue Man?
Eyeless Jack?
Is Eyeless...
I'm talking like the rake was just like, here, I'll show you the image.
Oh, that is just Eyeless Jack. I didn't realize that they like just turned his face blue.
No, it's just a mask.
The rake is just like a little, it's just like a little like gangly monster.
Yeah, he's a little gremlin that lives in the woods.
Yeah, no, and it's also my girlfriend. Be nice.
Yeah, my bad.
Yo, there was
But yeah,
an-
that was like the joke among my friends when we were like.
there was
middle
another
school.
one like that I always like associated with the rake. It was freaking they called him Bob because it
The
was like
builder.
it stood for brutal, obscene beast. But
Wow.
I
everyone just
fucking hate that.
called him Bob. Pretty much, he was just this naked dude with no genitals and no arms.
Sounds like me after a Tuesday. Am I right, everybody?
Yeah. Here's a photo.
That's
What?
him, huh?
Here's another photo.
What is this thing?
Bob, we already told you.
It's Bob, brutal, obscene beast.
He just
That's
doesn't
him.
have arms.
Yeah,
Why?
I mean, so.
You know, that's the scariest thing to people sometimes, is just
freaking mess.
amputees.
I forgot how shitty the creepypasta community is.
How?
I mean, I'm pretty sure 2 years ago I came on here and told you exactly how shitty
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
It's true.
For the last 2 years, you've come on and then reminded me how awful creepypasta people are.
Though the only good thing that I can say about the community is that they did after certain events that we have covered in the past about stabbings and schizophrenia.
Mhm.
They did a bunch of them did make a lot of just moves to help people remember. Yeah, there's a real difference between enjoying something in fiction and reality. There's a very big difference that you need to keep in mind first.
I don't know that it's a huge credit to them because I
It's
feel
not
like that's
much a
just
credit
normal.
to them as much as it is just a regular common sense thing. But at least
That's rare, more and more rare these days. So
yeah,
Take
the
the win
fact
where we can
that
get it.
I don't know. I think it's.
I think it's better than the side of the fandom that just went, man, people are gonna judge us because of these girls, so we gotta remember, we don't stand for that because we don't want to be blamed for this. Nobody's gonna blame you,
I was.
a
I'm glad they said
13-year-old
that.
writing fanfics, for somebody getting stabbed. I don't
I was
think that's
gonna.
what you have to worry about.
They just barely got out. So another great episode of Off the Air here today.
I had a great time,
Yeah, this was fun.
as I always do whenever I come on here and just ruin everything.
I had a time.
Shoot, dude, you sure
Wow.
did.
This guy's just started
also sounds about right.
spitting not positive stuff about this podcast episode.
I rarely say positive things about this podcast. I have people who've told me they started listening, and I keep telling them to stop before it's too late.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
I want people to listen. It's fun.
Boo.
Bad host.
I
Bad
Hashtag
hope
cancel
host.
wishes,
Dan.
Noah, as we know.
Boo.
Terrible host.
So, yeah, real quick before we go, Dan, your 2-minute review of Phasmophobia.
Oh man, do not like that game. You want to talk about me getting scared? I've again repeatedly. I'm a scaredy cat. Do not like being spooked. Game's very scary. Gonna. Ooh, do not like it. It's good.
So I should get it.
If you like atmospheric, spooky games, right? Like if you like if you are intimidated by the atmosphere of things being scary rather than like necessarily seeing the monster, although you see it every now and again. Then yeah, it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it a lot. It's most fun when you are playing with a group of people who either all have the exact same experience or one or two is like way above or way below, because it's funny that way. And it's also more fun if you give it like mini games that are like in the same vein, like kind of almost even like stuff like TTT is like so Trouble in Terrorist Town or even Among Us sort of is more fun if you give it just a touch of roleplay and just a touch of this is all fun and silliness. If you
is Phasmophobia multiplayer?
It's 4 players and then nobody plays. The ghost is AI. But it's one of those games where if you take it hyper seriously, like you will always win, sure, but it'll be less fun for everybody. But I had a stream of it last night, had a ton of people come out, got absolutely wasted off my ass. Good times for all. Don't drink and hunt ghosts, kids.
You cannot stop me. But also, I don't like drinking in video games, so
that's your loss. I had a blast.
Don't do this. Okay, I won't. You're lost, buddy.
Idiot.
I mean, look, no, not that part. I don't mind
him.
You can drink and play video games, just don't drink and hunt ghosts.
But you said you had a great time.
I did. Wouldn't recommend it, though. I can have a good time and not recommend something.
Anybody else want to cancel Dan?
Yes.
Cancel Dan. Cancel Dan.
Dan.
Cancel Dan.
Cancel Dan. Why would you stop? Come on, man.
Right.
I can't
Edge,
believe you invite me here just to make me into a fool.
Thank you for guesting, Edge. It was very nice to have you here.
You did that to yourself.
I think it's very nice to be here, to always have fun and share like my fun experiences at this time of year. And now I'm going to just disappear back into the corn until next Halloween when I will resurface.
Oh,
are you
weird.
a child of the corn?
No.
Okay.
I'm just in the corn.
Oh, okay.
I guess I understand. I don't understand.
I'll be in there. Just all you gotta know is that I'm gonna be in there.
She's going to do I'm
gonna go in there and I'm gonna
maze.
smooch. I'm gonna smooch some slashers, and then I will emerge again to impart my wisdom.
Corn maze is kinda
Edge of the
redundant,
corn.
I think.
What is your wisdom?
Edge, all I wanted
Smooch
you to
Michael
do
Myers,
was plug
that's my
your
wisdom.
socials.
That's a
I
bad
just wanted you to
wisdom.
plug your socials and move on.
Corn time. Corn time.
Hi. When I am in the corn, you can follow me on Twitter at Borderline Artist. It's like borderline, except I couldn't fit the
There's
E.
too many letters.
There's too many letters. You can also follow me on Twitch at Borderline Artistic or The Borderline Artistic. I can't remember which one. I'm there.
The
if you
Borderline
just-
Artistic.
Cool. Other than that, I'm not really too active on much social media. Hell, I'm not even really active on my Twitter at the moment. I'm trying to do that. Who knows? Maybe I'll start like openly talking more about Smooch and Michael Myers and give you prime content because
You won't.
there are people who agree with me out there. I may not be
wrong.
among my people now.
Yeah, they're called idiots.
Oh,
Got him. Fucking destroy. Jesus.
Actually get dunked on. Actually
say
get
something so
destroyed.
controversial yet
See
so
you in the
brave?
corn. See you in the corn, or as the Native Americans called it, maze.
I see what you did there. I don't like it.
Anyway, after this, I'm probably gonna go talk to my group of friends who also want to smooch slashers. Also, if you think me wanting to kiss Michael Myers is bad, you should see the fact that I openly and will publicly admit I do want to kiss the doctor from Dead by Daylight.
we already
Yeah,
know.
that's all we know.
I don't know what that
It
means.
Doesn't make it. We still don't approve.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need you to approve. He's not for you.
It's for kids
Well,
The
TV.
corn maze isn't meant
Anyway.
for you.
Dan, you want to
What?
plug your socials?
Yeah, twitch.tv/borderroll, twitter.com/@border47. Playing games with Noah on Thursday and games with other people on Tuesday. And
Dear Lord, you sound like you want to die just from saying it.
No, I don't like you, and I don't.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I don't like you either, but I can fake it for like an hour for the podcast.
Incorrect. You did not do that. You faked
She-
it very poorly.
She did still do it though.
I did do it.
I pretended for at least half the podcast. I'm only human.
All right, well, Bubba to Bad, BUBBADABAD, Twitch, Twitter, and Insta. I'm not streaming this Tuesday again
Thank God.
because I'm moving.
Because Noah doesn't respect his fan base.
Or my
well,
fan base.
Yeah, it's true. I don't respect Jackson's fan base.
I don't have one, so
That's why we don't respect it.
that's good.
Wait, that's why?
Do we have any Jackson stands in the audience?
Jackson stands, rise up.
Jackson stands,
Oh,
rise up. We're gonna
Jackson
cancel Noah.
stands.
Jackson
so yeah.
stands.
You know, follow us on stuff. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Say nice things about us, please, 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 pretty please. You can also, if you want to support us monetarily, patreon.com/offtheair. Follow us on facebook.com/OTA podcast and Twitter at the Off the Air. You know, find updates. Now that I'm going to be done moving by the time this comes out, or closer to being done moving, I will finally be sharing posts on time again.
Damn.
So
That's not true.
That's a bold claim. And yeah, I also would like to doubt that claim.
I'm not going to have an hour-long drive to work anymore. So I'm going to gain a minimum of 6 hours to a minimum of 8 hours again to my functioning weeks. So
That's pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie.
it's a lot of time. So yeah, that's cool and all. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. Happy Halloween. Watch a scary movie or something.
Jackson didn't plug his socials.
He never does. It's
Do
fine.
you ever
We
listen to
don't
the
even ask
podcast? Are you new here?
I don't listen to the podcast. I think it's trash.
anymore. I mean,
That's what Dan
Wow.
says too.
You want to be on the same side as Dan?
Ew.
Ooh, you're on the wrong side.
I'm
of
on the wrong
history,
side of history, Spider-Man.
Wait, I don't think that's what he says in the movie, is it?
Is now.
Spider-Man's like, all right, Gavi, I don't think gay people should get married. You're on the wrong side of history, Spider-Man. Wow, what a weird scene. I forgot that one.
Yeah, don't you remember that part?
I remember that part.
What a miserable time.
I'm done recording.